Hi guys, welcome to the next channel anniversary. Today the channel becomes 5 years old, guys. Holy crap, it's been 5 years since the day me and my friend decided to set this channel up, and we originally were going to play any game and every game, maybe a bit of PES on the side or FIFA on the side kind of thing, and then that just didn't happen. And then 2 years later, I decided to start playing PES 5 on the channel, and it just took off from there instead, guys. So, yes. Before we get into this, though, I just want to say thank you, guys, for the 1,000 subs, and also thank you just recently for the 1,100 subs, guys. Like, holy hell, I can't believe that. Like, last month, I think it was April 6th, we hit 1,000 subs, and then just under a month later, on like May 2nd, May 1st, something like that, we hit 1,100. That's 100 in a month, guys. That is amazing. I can't believe that. Hello to all the new people that have subbed me and might be watching this right now. And yeah, you know, don't be afraid to comment and like and all that kind of stuff, guys. You know what I mean? I like to read the comments. You know what I mean? I do look forward to reading comments all the time, and I try to read as many as I can. If there's one that I don't read, then I don't know. It's maybe because I just forgot about it or something like that. I don't know. But yes, thank you for that, guys. And I said I was going to do like a special today, and well, this is sort of a part of that, but I was also going to do like a special video for like the 1,000 subs, and apparently now I have to do one for the 1,100, and I'm not doing it. And the reason why is because I was going to play FIFA 16 on my Xbox One, and I was going to set the face cam up and everything, but unfortunately I ordered a tripod for my my iPhone so I can use the camera on it. And I ordered that in the beginning of March. It is now the beginning of May, and it still has not turned up. So, yeah, it was coming from China, pretty much, and China has let me down. I can't believe it, guys. China, great country, but it's let me down. I can't believe it. It's unbelievable. But, well, whatever. Anyway, today, guys, I wanted to, because I think last year in the channel anniversary, I kind of went over the it's like the story behind, like, you know, where the channel come from and all that kind of stuff, and I've explained that, and I don't want to really explain it again, but I'm pretty much going to, but I'm going to try and keep it as brief as I can, pretty much, for all those that don't know, pretty much, because I think this time last year, I think I might have been on about 400-ish subs, something like that, whereas now I've got like way more than that. So, you know, I mean, maybe, you know, if you haven't seen the last channel anniversary video, maybe you should go watch that first or something. I don't know, maybe I'll link it in the description or something. But yeah, guys, so where did this channel come from? Well, originally I had a friend on the internet. His name was Jamie. He's not with me anymore. I think he lives in Scotland, and he's not around anymore. He's sort of, originally our idea was that we you know, I remember him saying specifically, and I can see it as clear as day, when he said to me, we should make a channel and do Let's Plays together and stuff like that, and it could be really good. And I was like, yeah, man, we should do that. I mean, we've got, pretty much, we know how to do it, you know what I mean? We've got the equipment to do it, you know. All I had to do really was maybe buy a microphone or whatever, and then get some recording software, etc. And, you know, yeah, it should be pretty straightforward, you know what I mean? At the time, I didn't have a really good computer, and yeah, at the time I was at university, and the internet was a lot better there than it is back in my hometown, and yeah, back in Hull. It's horrible. It really is. Well, it's not a horrible town, but the internet specifically is horrible. Like, the upload speed, no word of a lie, was 0.6. That was the fastest it would go. Maybe on an Ethernet it might go a little bit faster than that, but yeah, God knows how I ever streamed back in the day, or you know, it used to take like 3 hours just to upload a PES 5 video, guys. It used to take that long to upload a PES 5 video. When I first started making the PES 5 videos, I decided to do them back in, I think the first one was 27th of June 2013. That was when the first one went up. And I was really kind of nervous about doing it, but I looked into recording software. You know what I mean? I got a really good computer back in 2012 as well. And I've still got it today. It's capable of handling, recording stuff on the PC and whatnot, and stuff like that. And that was really good. Originally, back in 2012, guys, and I almost forgot about this. Back in 2012, and I can't remember what month it was, to be honest. I don't know if it was it March, April time, May. No, was it May? No, it can't be May. I reckon it was. I think it was like March. Yeah, so something like February, March time, April time, in 2012. I decided that I was going to play the Xbox 360 version of PES 6 for the channel, and I had one of those HD PVRs, and I basically connected that up to my Xbox because I managed to get it working. And it was really good. I was like, oh wow, this is amazing. I can record whatever I want on the 360. I couldn't get it to work with my PS3, and my TV wasn't really compatible with it, etc. Well, it was, but I didn't have the right input on the TV that I could use, so I couldn't really do that. But there's nothing on the PS3 that I really want to record anyway. But I remember that sort of being a struggle. And I think I recorded like half a season, if I remember. And I think I might even still have them backed up somewhere. So you never know. I could get them out one day and show you guys. And I remember specifically I recorded all that. And it was going really well, I started as Liverpool in the second division with all the teams that I wanted in there. Just how I started PES 5 pretty much. And then I just I think there was a problem with it or something, or I just didn't get around to doing it, and it was just like, it was one of those things where I had to record each half of a match. I had to record the first half and the second half separately and then put them together in a video, and that was just too much, like seriously, and I just sort of gave it up. I was at uni at the time, and I was going through major like depression and anxiety and all kinds of stuff in my second year. I was in my second year, and it was just horrible, guys. It just got to a point where I was getting up every day and I just didn't want to do anything at all. Like I just didn't want to do absolutely anything, and it was horrible. It really was horrible. I just kept having panic attacks. I even got to the point where I had to bring out an ambulance to me because I thought I was like having a heart attack or something. Turns out it's just an anxiety attack. But I didn't know what it was, so I just assumed. I looked it up online. It's like, why the hell is my left shoulder feeling numb or whatever? Why have I got shortness of breath and all this? And it's really scary though, guys. I can sit there and laugh about it now, but at the time it was really goddamn scary. And I really don't ever want to go through that again. And since then I've got a lot of help and stuff, and I feel a lot better. And to be honest, guys, I wasn't really enjoying my uni course at all. I was doing like game art and design and all that kind of stuff, and it just wasn't for me, guys. I just got fed up with it in the end. I just thought, I just can't be arsed with this. They told us that we should get into making games rather than playing them, and instead I just wanted to still play them. I just didn't care about making them that much. My first year was great. My first year was fine, but then in the second year, I don't know, they got us to do more stuff, and it was just like, oh man, this is crap. If I don't like what I'm doing now, I'm never gonna like it when I get into industry, am I? I'm just gonna be miserable for the rest of my life. And I tell you what, guys, I've had to learn it the hard way. Do the thing that makes you happiest. All right, do the thing that makes you happiest. There's no point spending your entire life being miserable. There really isn't. There's just no point. What is the point of being miserable as hell? You could have the best job in the world and earn the most money, but it might not still make you happy. Doing what you're doing might not still make you happy. I'd rather do something where I maybe don't make as much, but I'm actually happy doing what I'm doing. Guys? And that's when I found Twitch TV, and that's when I started streaming on Twitch, and I was basically playing whatever game I wanted to. I was just enjoying some time to myself. I got some extra time at uni to complete work and whatnot, and it felt great. The year after, though, I had to do the work again because I wasn't sort of like given enough time really to get it all done, and I don't know. I was just going for a really bad stage. So they gave me a year to redo the work, and again, I just couldn't be bothered to do it. I'd rather sit there and play my games, than actually, try and make some. You know what I mean? And to be honest, guys, I got treated rather badly at uni. To be honest, I think I got treated very unfairly, and well, there's nothing I can do about it now. But but 2012 was one of the worst years of my life. You know what I mean? Twitch made it a little better for me. It really did. Twitch sort of gave me a little bit of hope. You know what I mean? And towards the end of the year, I got help, and everything was starting to get a little bit better. 2013 was a better year for me. But it wasn't amazing, you know what I mean? But I found, you know what I mean, I was enjoying playing PES 5 and stuff like that, and it was going really good, and I was enjoying that. And then I kind of got to a point where, I think it was early 2014, where I had to sort of, well, actually, you know what? Let's go a little bit further back before we get to 2014. Basically, in 2013, like I said, my internet speed was 0.6 upload. So when you're uploading a video that is 1080p and it's like 2 gigabytes long, you could imagine how long that takes to upload. So yes, guys, in the very early days of uploading PES 5 Season 1 and Season 2, and the PES 6 Liga, which is what I was going to get onto in a minute, but basically I would render them off in 1080p because, I want them to look amazing. I want them to be 1080p, the best quality for you guys, But because they were like 2 gigabytes long and they take a long time to render off, I had to then convert the videos. I had to convert them just to get some of the, just to make the file sizes shorter. You know what I mean? So they would go from like 2 gigabytes to 1 gigabyte, and then it would take something like, 3 to 4 hours to upload. So if I uploaded a 2 gigabyte video, it's going to take like 8 hours plus, and I'd literally have to leave the computer on all night just to get it done. You know what I mean? And it really was ridiculous doing that. But that I couldn't do anything about it because the internet speed is so crap where I lived. I had to do it, guys. There was no other choice. So yeah, that was kind of a bit of a struggle. And then when we did get into 2014 eventually, I decided that, you know what, I'm constantly uploading PES 5 sort of every week or so. Maybe it's time to start a new one. And I felt like it was getting a little too easy because, like, if you remember, if you've watched Season 2 of PES 5, you'll notice that it was a season where we just kept winning and winning and winning. It just felt too easy. Just felt way too easy, guys. And I just wanted to make things a little different. So yes, after that, I decided that I would make the PES 6 La Liga videos, and I can do them in the meantime and sort of maybe upload them in between the weeks, whereas PES 5 would sort of go up on like the weekends or midweek if there was a cup game or whatever. And that's kind of how it went. And yeah, that was all right. That was okay. You know what I mean? The PES 6 La Liga videos were a little bit shorter than the PES 5 videos and whatnot, so it was manageable. You know what I mean? It'd still take a long time to upload and whatnot, but it was more manageable that way. And I enjoyed it, and I thought, well, I've played PES 5, I've played PES 6 now. And then later down the line in 2014, the internet got so bad for us. The internet got so bad that we actually we complained so much about the internet connection with our provider, which, believe it or not, in Hull comes from the KC Stadium, which is where Hull City do play their games. Or actually, I think it's changed now, but I don't live there anymore, so I don't know. But whatever. Basically, it got so bad that we complained so much that the council said, okay, the only way we can solve this problem for you and to not lose you as a customer is to upgrade you to the new fancy Lightstream internet provider thing, whatever it's called these days. You know what I mean? Again, I don't live there anymore. I think it was called Lightstream, and I think it still is. And I think it comes from the whole Kingston Rovers Stadium, something like that. So yeah, that's fun fact, whatever. Because we've got rugby teams as well that are in like the top division of the Super League, and it's a rugby town and a football town these days in that city. But yeah, and that was really nice of them. They spent something like, I kid you not, they spent something like 40 grand just to give the internet for us. And that's a big statement, to be honest, just to spend that. But then eventually it expanded, and like the whole street got it as well, even though we weren't meant to get it until like, I don't know, 2017 or 2018, something ridiculous like that, because apparently they were working outside, sort of inwards, to install it into everybody's, homes and whatnot. And yeah, apparently we was meant to get it, and not even as this video is being uploaded, I don't even think they've still installed it in that area yet, guys. You know what I mean? I think it's meant to come sort of next year or the year after or something yet. And that was really nice. You know what I mean? We had like our own private sort of connection as well, so it was fast as hell. And I mean, like, Hull has gone from being the worst internet provider to like the best, like nowadays. Or if it's not the best, it's definitely up there. It's like, I think Virgin's like 200 megabits or something like that, and I think that's like megabytes, but something around those lines, you know what I mean? But other than that, 2014 kind of got bad for me after that, you know what I mean? Alright, I had a really good internet connection, I could stream, and I could upload videos in like 10 minutes flat, literally 10 minutes flat to upload a video, whereas before it used to take like 3 or 4 hours. It was amazing, and I was like, this is what I've been waiting for so long. So in the early days, guys, I was kind of hindered from making videos pretty much because of the internet connection. Anyway, but other than that, it's got a little worse for me. It got a little worse towards the end of 2014. I met my ex-girlfriend, and to be honest, I have a girlfriend these days. You know what I mean? We live together and all stuff like that, and it's really great. She won't mind me talking about the past or anything like that if you're wondering about that. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I'm telling you guys the story. That's the whole point of this video here. So, yeah, and she sort of, I found it like a way out. I mean, things were going wrong at home. I was having problems with my family and stuff like that, and you know what I mean, just everything was just getting to me, you know what I mean. And then she turned around to me and said, why don't you just come live with me? And I was like, well, you know what, I've visited you a couple of times, over sort of like the summer of 2014, and I really like it there, and there was a few people there that I like, which I don't like anymore because screw them. Which I won't get into that. Well, maybe I will in a moment, I don't know. And I was just like, you know what, why don't I just do it? And in that, I had to make a split-second decision, guys, right? I made the PES 6 World Cup series. I don't know if you remember that one. That was out in September 2014, and that lasted till, I think, like early October time. Sort of like was it the 11th, something like that, 12th of October it finished or whatever. That sort of mini-series was going on at the time, because I really wanted to do that because I was trying to get a partnership with Full Screen, so I could further develop the channel and collaborate and stuff like that, which like hasn't happened yet. So yeah, whatever. Maybe it will one day, I don't know. But you know what I mean. But they required something like 30,000 views, and I was pretty close. And I really, I guess I sort of made that series to get those views, to get it in there. Do you know what I mean? Just to push it over the line, so I can start developing the channel more. And because I had really good internet at the time, you know what I mean, there was nothing really stopping me. There was literally nothing stopping me from doing it. So I just went for it and I did it. And I really enjoyed that series. You know what I mean? It was, I did enjoy that. You know what I mean? It wasn't just about trying to get the views and whatnot. You know what I mean? It ended up just me really enjoying that, and some really good goals in that series, guys, and stuff like that. But then it got to sort of October time, just after my birthday, because I had gone to visit my ex after my my birthday and whatnot. And just a warning, this video is going to go on for a very long time, so I hope you're interested in hearing the rest of this. Yeah, so basically that's what happened. But I used to stream, guys. I used to stream on Twitch TV. I didn't stream football stuff though, guys. I used to stream like Nintendo games and stuff like that, and it used to be really good. But I got really fed up of it. It just felt like it was a chore, and like I had to do it. And every day I got up and I thought, ugh, I've got to do this later, else I'm never gonna get anywhere. I'm never gonna make anything of myself or anything like that. You know what I mean? It felt like I had to just do it every night, and it was fun. There was a lot of fun moments. Don't get me wrong, there was a lot of fun moments, and I sort of do miss it in a way. But there's a lot of horrible memories that do kind of come with it, and it kind of puts me off going back to it these days. And you know, that was going really well. And when I moved, yeah, I mean, I had to make a split-second decision. Basically, things were going really wrong at home. I was having a massive shouting argument with my mum and all that, like that. And basically, what happened was I had to make a split-second decision, right? I'm going to pack my stuff up tonight and leave tomorrow, or I'm going to leave, because this was a Thursday night, or I'm going to leave on the Saturday, but tomorrow's going to be the hardest day of my life. So I said, right, you know what, I'm not going to sit there and let the past rule me, you know what I mean? Because all I'm going to do the very next day, if I leave on the Saturday instead of the Friday, all I'm going to do on that Friday is just think about all the memories I've had here, and it'll probably just get to me too much. You know what I mean? I'm quite an emotional person, guys. I will openly admit that, and you'll see why once I explain a few more things about what happened last year, because I haven't explained anything about what happened in 2015, really, on the channel. And basically, what kind of happened was I just made the split. I thought, right, you know what? If I work now, I can get everything prepared for the next day. I just started the FIFA 2005 series, guys. The first, I think, couple of episodes were recorded at my old home, guys, at my mum's home. Those were the ones that I recorded them first, and those were the only two. Those were the last ever recordings that came from that old home. Fun fact. And so I knew, because I was starting that series up on the channel, I knew that I needed to, you know, I knew that I needed to just sort of just like move on with it, kind of thing. You know, I knew that I had to like bring the Xbox with me. You know what I mean? I knew I needed a TV to play it on. I needed the equipment to record it on. I need my PC. I need my microphone. I need everything. And I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to drag all this stuff there tomorrow? So in the end, I had to put my TV in its original box. Thank God I kept it. And basically, I had to wrap it all up and send it through the post office to my new place. So I had to drag this. It's not a real big TV, but it's a like a medium-sized sort of TV, I guess. And well, maybe like small to medium-ish. And basically, I had to drag that all the way there and send it, and it cost like God knows how much money, because, you know, of course it's going to cost a lot. It's quite a big item. And that was like one of the only. I thought, I can't drag that TV with me. It's just not possible. And I knew that if I'm going to continue, and I am serious about this channel, I need to get that stuff with me to get me through. So yeah, I had to drag that with me. I think I don't think I brought my 360 with me at the time. I think I went back home and picked that up. Yeah, I think that's what I did. I bought, because I was saving at the time. I was saving for an Xbox One, guys. I was saving for an Xbox One. And back in the summer of 2014, I actually won shares with Game. Basically, what it was that you had to redeem. You have something like 4 or 6 opportunities over the next 3 years or something to redeem the money that you had won. And basically, the shares can either go up or down, and you had to basically judge it yourself of what you should do. And I think I got something like, I don't know, £150 off or something like that, something ridiculous. and I basically, yeah, I basically like something like 150 quid to spend in game or something like that when the first opportunity came up to redeem the money. And I knew I wanted the Xbox One, and I got the FIFA 15 game from Tesco for cheap because I wanted to start making FIFA 15 videos and stuff for you guys. And so I redeemed that, and I managed to get myself an Xbox One just after I moved. I surprisingly, like a month later, I had like enough money to get one. Which, to be honest, you sort of sit there and you think, well, you shouldn't really be buying Xbox Ones when, you know, you've just moved and you're going to need a lot of stuff, and there's Christmas coming up the very next month. Now, I mean, we're talking November 2014 right here. But yeah, you know what, I did it. The thing is, when I moved, I think I streamed like a couple of more times on my channel where I played all the Nintendo games and stuff like that. I streamed a couple of more times, and like that was it. I was just like, you know what, I don't have to do this if I don't want to. And I relaxed about it. I just sort of relaxed, and it was just easier, you know what I mean? It just felt like, you know what, I don't have to do this. You know, if I don't want to do something, I don't have to do it. Why should I feel like I have to do it all the time? Do you know what I mean, guys? And it's like, I just felt so much better from just not bothering to do it. And I was just like, and I just kind of went off it. And I was like, eventually I was like, oh, you know what, I'm going to have to go back to it eventually. And I thought, I'll just go back to it sort of like around Christmas time, and I'll get back into it sort of 2015. And I was like, you know what, I don't have to. You know what I mean? I don't have to. And I just went off it. And then one day I was sat there doing a stream around Christmas, just before Christmas. And I was just like, you know what, I quit. I don't want to do this anymore. You know what? I like doing the YouTube thing. That's all right. Maybe I'll just do that from now on, because I like doing that. You know what I mean? I like the football thing. You know what I mean? And I was just like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And to be honest, guys, like I had no excuse. You know what I mean? I moved. The internet when I moved wasn't good, so we had to buy some new internet and whatnot. But I bought the best package because I like to have fast internet. I've got to have fast internet. I can't live without it, guys. You know what I mean? I just can't. So, and there's no excuse. You know what I mean? I got all the equipment. I got a new microphone around Christmas time. I just got an Xbox One. I got a cap card as well, which is an Elgato, which is amazing. It's like the best cap card ever. And yeah, that was it. You know what I mean? I was like, you know what? I don't have really any excuse to not, you know, upload videos. You know what I mean? I bet I could, you know, I could do this. And my ex at the time, at New Year's, sort of said, you know, you should do something, you know, you should just go for it. You should just do whatever makes you happiest. Just do what you want to do and just really go for it. And I sort of took that advice, and you know, we're not together anymore now. And you know, there's words I could say, but I'm not going to say them on here. But I just thought, you know what? Yeah, I could do that. You know what I mean? And I just thought, right, I'm going to start uploading a video every day. And I think it was something like from January 5th or January 6th. I started to upload every single day, and there's only been one day since then, which I believe was February 7th, 2015. I think that was the only day I didn't upload, and that was just because I had a headache that day. And I sort of sat there and thought, actually, you know what, I'm being a bit silly. I should have just done it anyway. And that was like literally the only day that I just didn't bother to do it. And yeah, since then I've never looked back, guys. You know what I mean? I've never looked back. You know what I mean? There is hard days, you know what I mean? And when you set yourself the task of uploading every day, you know what I mean? There is going to be days where it's like, I can't be bothered to do this today. You know, I guess any job is like that, guys. You know what I mean? I guess any job is like that. You know, you're going to have hard days and it's going to be a struggle. But, you know, I power on through it. You know what I mean? I think, you know, once it's done, you know? And then I can move on to the next thing and the next thing, you know what I mean? And all these like different series have come out since then, you know what I mean? We've had like FIFA Street, we've had, you know, I did the FIFA 15 survival thing, as well, you know what I mean? That was like the first one that sort of kicked it all off, kind of thing, you know what I mean? Because I've never really seen like a survival challenge on FIFA before, and I was like, you know what? I'm probably just less than good to play FIFA 15 on world class mode. I'm not a hardcore FIFA player these days, guys. Maybe back in the days of FIFA 07 in particular, I was, but nowadays I've just sort of gotten off it since then a little bit, and I don't really play it as much. But I will play the new games when they come out on the channel and stuff like that, guys. And yeah, it was difficult, but I enjoyed that, And then there was new stuff. There was more stuff. I can't really remember. I'm just trying to think what other series have come out since then. Yeah, I mean, I did the PES 2015 Master League, and you got a lot of controversy in that one, to be honest. What else has there been? I'm trying to think. Oh, Euro 2004. Sorry. I really enjoyed that one. That was a really great one. And then, anyway, so after Christmas, there was some controversy in the house that I was living in, because it was a shared house, and basically, just people just being idiots and just thinking they're everything when they're not, kind of thing. And landlord wouldn't do anything about it, and you just had to pretty much live with it. But then they eventually went. But then me and my ex broke up, and I was sort of, I didn't let it affect the videos or anything, you know what I mean? We still sort of were friends for a while and stuff like that, and it was, I don't know, I was just sort of trying to come to terms with what had happened, I suppose, and just sort of trying to move on, and that, and, I did, and, yeah, like a couple of months later, I met this new girl. And this is the part I don't really want to get into, but I haven't explained it before, guys. I don't know if anybody, and I don't think there will be many, if there's anybody here that remembers my June 2015 channel update, you may recall me saying that I met this girl, basically, and whatnot. And basically, what had happened was that I met her, and it was really good. It turns out that she was just using me to get over somebody else, pretty much, in the end. And apparently, I was the second guy that she was using to get over this other guy. So, yeah. Now, if she had told me that in the first place and just been honest, instead of letting me get attached, then I wouldn't have been in such a state that I was. May 24th, and I specifically remember it, was I just couldn't stop crying, guys. Like, I was, okay, I'd only met this girl, like, say, 2 weeks ago, but when we went out, I mean, like, we had this day out, and it was amazing, and I stayed over at hers, and then we went out again the next day, and then it all just sort of broke down from there. She was just making up all this stuff, like she didn't have enough time for me and all this kind of crap, and I was just like, to be honest, guys, right, I got attached way too quickly. I did. I got attached way too quickly, and I look back on it and think, you know what, you were such an idiot, Lewis. Why did you do that, You know what I mean? But I kind of sat there and thought, why, you just can't get over it, you know what I mean? You just kept thinking about it, and then for like maybe about a week or two after, I was still crying about it now and then, just having moments, just thinking to myself, oh, I'm never going to meet anyone, and everything's gone to hell, and you know what I mean? And that's, there was one specific comment I remember that week, because it was the week ending the 24th of May, and there was one specific comment. I said, we've seen this series like every single day this week, and you upload something else, and I think it was, I know who it was. I don't really want to name names though, because if I name names then everybody's going to ask for a shout out, but I definitely know who it was. And basically I uploaded Euro 2004 every day that week, because it was just easy enough for me to record and edit and put together, guys, and whatnot. And yeah, that's basically what happened. There was this period of time where I thought I was going to be moving out. This was a month ago. Prior to that, This was in April 2015, and I thought I was going to be moving out into a different house. And basically, I had no internet. I basically, because I was trying to get my internet moved over, they turned off the internet where I was living currently to come and install it the very next day into the new house. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So, because I stayed in the house that I was living in, basically I had no internet for 2 weeks, and that's when I did the FLS patch test for PES 6 and stuff like that, and it was taking. I had to use I think a BT Open Zone to actually upload my my videos and stuff, guys. So that was the only way I could get around it, and the videos were taking forever to upload. The thing was, back in the day, guys, when I first started doing the PES 5 videos, I uploaded I could upload the videos if they were like 2 gigabytes long or whatever. Yeah, that's all very fine and good, but it would take like 8 hours or something plus to upload. I had to convert the videos, and it would lose a little bit of quality. So in the early PES 5 videos, like Season 1, Season 2, and maybe like some of the PES 6 La Liga videos and whatnot, you probably noticed that they look a bit grainy sometimes. Like it's like taking some of the quality out of it just to shorten the file size down and stuff like that. So I really didn't want to do that, because like with having unlimited internet then I kind of didn't want to like have to wait for that to happen. I just kind of wanted to upload them and get them over with and stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah, that in May 2015, that was a really rough time, guys, and I didn't really talk about it. All I said in the June update was that I met someone, and I got used pretty much, and it was a very bad time and whatnot. But things got a lot better, you know what I mean? June was a pretty good month, from what I remember. That's when I went home and I did I got all my old games out, and I basically, got them all out, did those videos showing off all the games, my football games that I've got, and that was really good. I knew you guys would enjoy that, and even to this day, I still apologise, because, the quality of that old camera that I had was awful. Like, it really was. It was like potato quality camera, guys. Like, it really was. Really, really was. And I just have to say, like, I do apologize for that. But that was the best I could do at the time, because I just didn't have a camera. Now I've got an iPhone where the camera is so much better. And when if I do videos, if I actually ever get this goddamn tripod sorted out, then yeah, I will start to maybe do it, because I've bought quite a lot of games in the past year, guys, that I could show off. So, I mean, there will be, I think this year, maybe around summertime, there will be a third edition to that series, and hopefully I'll have the better equipment to do it with, guys. So, yes, look forward to that, guys. It will be coming eventually. And that's pretty much that, you know what I mean? July time, I think, was when PES 6 started. I think that's when PES 6 started. And that was really good, guys. Originally, I had it because I've got like a plan, guys. I've got a plan of all the games that I want to play. And originally, I wasn't going to start this till sort of like end of August, maybe early September. But you guys were demanding it so much that it just came back. It came back. No, not came back. What am I talking about? Not came back. I'm thinking of FIFA 2005 there. I just started it. I was just like, yeah, man, let's go for it. Let's do it. This is the time to do it. I've been waiting for a really good patch for PES 6 to come out. I got the FLS patch, so that is like the best one I can get. And if you guys keep asking me about where to find these patches, just Google them, please, because I'm not going to give you links, guys. I'll happily tell you what the patch is, but I'm not giving you links to them or option files or anything like that. I'm pretty sure you can find them yourself. But yeah, like FIFA 2005, that came back in end of April, I believe, in 2015. And again, it was because you guys were demanding it so much. You wanted it back. Everybody kept commenting, saying, "Can you bring this back? It's amazing." You know, and it's like, yeah. And I was just like, yeah, all right, fine, fair enough then. You know what I mean? Because I kind of wanted it to get going, but I didn't really have it all planned. But the demand for it sometimes is so high that sometimes I do bring stuff out that I don't think I'm gonna do, guys. So, and I just want to keep you guys happy, you know what I mean? That's the whole point of this. I just want to keep the viewers happy and just, because I enjoy this, you know what I mean? I really do enjoy this. And then sort of into August time, that's when the FIFA 2005 Season 3 kicked off as well, and it was just, that was probably the only time I'll ever play as Leeds United on the channel, guys. So, what's done is done. It was a total failure, but there you go. You know what? In my defense, you know what? I got sacked. Spoilers. I got sacked, but they still stayed up. So, whatever. Whatever, guys. So, yeah, interesting stuff, guys. Then September changed my life, guys. September changed my life, to be honest. You know what I mean? That's when everything started to everything's just been so... It's been difficult, guys. It's been very difficult, but it's been difficult in a good way. September, I started doing the PSP games and stuff like that. And I enjoyed that, you know what I mean? That's something I wanted to do, and I'll have to maybe try and do a few more of them at some point, guys, as well. And then I met my new girlfriend around my birthday time, and it was just amazing, you know what I mean? It really was just amazing, guys. You know what I mean? Last year I was actually saving up for a new computer because I want to get a new computer, guys, because I've got a lot of... I don't have a lot of... But I know there are football games on the Nintendo DS that I want to play. Unfortunately, my computer sometimes struggles to handle the recording and stuff for it, guys. So I'd have to figure that out one day. But I think I'm going to have to get a better computer to do that. And that's kind of one of the reasons that I want to get a better computer. And that's what I was saving up for. But then I met her, and the money I'd saved up just absolutely went, guys. You know what I mean? We just had so many, we just went everywhere, we did everything, just eating out and just spending money on t-shirts and stuff we just don't really, just had a really fantastic, great time. It was just amazing. I'll always remember that, and since then, and it's it seems a little too fast because I'd met her, and then, we were together for a week, and then she was like, I really want to move in, because I want to be around you, kind of thing. And it's like, well, that is a little too fast. But to be honest, it felt right. It felt good. We both wanted it. Because it was a little fast moving in together, we sort of, since then, we've been taking things kind of really slow. And to be honest, I've enjoyed it that way. You know what I mean? To sort of make up for it. And everything's just really good now. It has been a massive struggle because she's had to make a lot of lifestyle changes. She's had to sacrifice one or two things. Do you know what I mean? And bless her. And it's I respect that, and I try to look out for her and look after her and stuff like that. And it's amazing. It's this is the best relationship I've ever been in, guys. It's just amazing. It really is. And you guys, I hope you all find it one day, because when you found that one person, you just know it's gonna last. It's great. It's just really is. And that's when FIFA 16 came out, PES 2016, and and then I wanted to start the FIFA 06 series and stuff like that, and there was a lot on my plate at the time. And then I wanted to do, eventually sort of getting into November time, December, I knew I wanted to do the double videos and whatnot, guys. And I tell you what, I feel like I deserve a lot of credit for the work that I've put in, and the work I've done with PES 6, because I did the double videos. I did the PES 6 double videos over Christmas and whatnot, and do you know what I mean? And I was like, you know what? It's been such a great year, 2015. It has had its difficult moments, like any year does, but for the most part, for the vast majority, it's been amazing. Like, it really was. Last year was the best year I've had in years, and this year promises to be even better. It's been a rocky start to 2016, admittedly, guys. It's been a rocky start since, like, you know, my girlfriend moved in with me and all stuff like that. But that's expected. You know what I mean? That's expected, and we've got through, and we always make it through somehow. But things really are starting to promising to get better now, and they really are. Things are really starting to kick off now, and just it's great. I mean, I'm really am in a place where I'm really happy now, guys. Right? There was, so, you know, I've continued my series in December, and on top of that I did, like, because it was meant to be like a sort of advent calendar kind of thing, guys. It was meant to be like a kind of advent calendar thing where I have one PES match a day on PES 6 with the Fantasy League thing, and that was kind of like the way it was meant to be. Christmas Day there was 2 episodes of it plus a normal upload, so it was a triple upload day, and I think New Year's Day was the same as well, guys. The only problem was I got everything done in the end, guys, but I was really pushing it, to be honest, because there was times where Christmas Eve, I kid you not, Christmas Eve going into Christmas Day, I was up to like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I kind of pushed it a little too far there with that. So, yeah, don't really know what to really say about that, to be honest, guys. You know what I mean? And it's kind of, I felt like I was kind of letting my girlfriend down, because I was we were in the same room together, you know, like we was having drinks and, you know, doing all Christmassy stuff, Christmas Eve and that, and watching movies and all kinds of stuff, and, you know, getting in the spirit, guys. But you know, I was doing the editing at the same time, and that was taking up a lot of time, because I was trying to do the FIFA Street funny videos and stuff like that, and I'd never done like a funny in quotation marks video before, so, you know, there was that. And I think next time, guys, because I've kind of set the bar now for Christmas, I've kind of set the bar of doing double uploads, I think probably every December from now on. So I think what I'll have to do, I knocked the microphone there, sorry. I think what I'll have to do next time is I'll probably get a little bit more prepared. I'll probably maybe start preparing for Christmas around maybe sort of September, October time, maybe, because it was only till about, it was about November time I started preparing for. I was doing all these Goal Rush videos, and it was taking a lot out of me, guys, and there was some nights where I just sat there and that's all I was doing. I was just doing it, and just doing like a video every night, and it was taking a lot out of me, having to do an upload every single day on top of that. But I'll tell you what, it was all worth it, guys. It really was all worth it, and I do appreciate the support I get and stuff like that. So, you know, but I think next time I'll be more prepared for it. It's a learning curve, guys, you know. January, I mean, I know it was only the other month, but it's fair. I hate January. You guys know that I hate January. I've said it many times before. I hate the month, right? It's the worst month of the year. It's just cold. Nobody's got any money. It's dull. It's dark. It's boring. I hate it. It's the most depressing time for me. You know what I mean? If I'm not depressed enough sometimes, guys, you know, that month makes it a lot worse. But, you know, I got through that, you know what I mean? I always get through somehow. And, yeah, this year it's been a bit of a rocky start. I've moved home in late February, and it's been really good since then. And, yeah, it's been really, it's been difficult. You know what I mean? It's been difficult. It's been really difficult. And because I knew that I was moving home, I had to get my internet disconnected and move to the new home. Unfortunately, it would take about 2 weeks for them to come and install the new internet into my new home. So basically, we was moving within about a week. You know what I mean? We was discussing moving, and they said, oh, we could move this week. And I was like, well, that's way too soon. We need a little bit more time than that to prepare. So I literally had a week to not only get all the videos out that I was doing that week, but to prepare for 2 weeks in advance, guys. I had to prepare for 2 weeks worth of videos in advance. So literally, because I knew I had to get them all uploaded, I had to get them all I had to get them all sorted. I had to get everything sorted out. I had to get them all uploaded. I had to get all the thumbnail work, all the tag, well, not the tag work. I think there's still some tag work that needs to be done on them, but you guys don't really, not the tag work, the annotation work, that's it. But I don't think you guys are too bothered about that. And stuff like that. And I had to do literally everything. And don't forget, I'm one man. I've got to do all this on my own. And so I literally stressed myself out completely, and that's when I sort of sat there and thought, you know what, I think things are going to have to change with this channel, because it's something I think I'm going to update. I'm going to talk about in the update video, not this video, but I think things are going to have to maybe change a little bit with my editing style. But I'll talk about that later, guys, which will be out probably next week or whatever. So yeah, and that was a struggle, but you know what, I got, because I did 2 weeks worth of videos in advance, I got like 2 weeks off to myself pretty much. So that was really it was a really nice break to have, considering all the work I did through Christmas and those that 1 week where I had to produce like nearly 20 videos or something crazy. So yeah, other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else to say. You know, March, to be honest, there's been a few things over there, especially in March. There's been a bit of controversy with one of my so-called friends, in quotation marks, who I don't speak to anymore. In my update videos that I've been posting recently, I've been saying that things have been a bit of a struggle, things have been a bit difficult and whatnot. Basically, when you've got friends that crap on you from a height, pretty much, it's not good, guys, but I'm not going to talk about that. And here we are, sort of just finished April. April was a great month, again, it was a rocky month. But again, I'm just getting through stuff, and here we are in May, where things really are starting to promising to get better, guys. Everything's just really good. I've just got myself a new controller for my Xbox One, guys. Oh my god, it feels so much better. Like, seriously, holy crap. Like, my last one is just awful. It's just broke. It needs to be fixed. I don't know anybody who will fix it for cheap. So yeah, that's it, guys. That is pretty much the entire story, I suppose. And that, yeah, that's it, guys. I can't think of much else. You know what I mean? It's like, I always think about the past a lot, guys, and I suppose that's where this channel comes from. You know what I mean? I don't know why I do it, and maybe some of you think it's completely sad that I do that, because you're never going to be able to relive your past, no matter how hard you try. You know what I mean? I as much as I want to believe in time machines happening one day, guys, but to be honest, there's been a lot of bad stuff in my past that's happened that I guess I kind of do. I wish I could go back to the best moments only. Do you know what I mean? And just forget all the bad crap that's happened, or even maybe go back and change some of the bad crap that's happened somehow, But things have turned out for the best right now, and I'm really happy with where I am right now, guys. You know what I mean? Things are really are starting to get better, and we've been sat here for nearly an hour now. So those people that are really hardcore about my channel will still be here listening to this. But yes, guys. And yeah, it's, I guess that's where, because originally it was just me and my friend mucking around, and we thought, we're just going to start Let's Plays, and it's going to be silly, and it's going to be stupid, and we're going to say funny things, and we're going to post it on the internet, and it's going to be great. And yeah, that just didn't happen in the end, and then it just ended up me being the one that's said, right, I'm going to take this channel further than it could go, maybe, you know what I mean? Well, further than it has been, you know what I mean? If you look at some of the really early videos that we've uploaded, guys, it's, it really didn't get very far, you know what I mean, until I sort of revived it and said, right, you know what, this is going to go down, I'm going to do the PES videos, etc. It's going to be a football channel pretty much, and that's what it's become, guys. Doesn't necessarily mean that one day I can't maybe start up a second channel or something, or, that if I start uploading videos, like, I don't know, if I'm playing like an old Mario game or whatever, Because I do have the Crash Bandicoot series on this channel still, guys, and I was going to play the second one and the third one and sort of go from there and stuff like that. And yeah, like if I start doing that, you guys are going to start, you know, getting, well, not necessarily mad, because some of you will like those videos, but it's not what you come to this channel for, is it? It's for the old stuff and slightly the new stuff to do with football. So you know, you know what I mean, guys, you know, and I guess that's where, you know what I mean, it's, this channel is not just about, you know, oh, look at him, he's playing the old FIFAs and the old PES, oh, good on him, that's amazing, that's awesome, man, yeah, you know what I mean, it's not just about that, because, you know, it is awesome, of course, but, you know, it's, I guess in a way, because I want to relive the past so much, it feels like this is the closest I could get to it. And yeah, that might sound quite sad to some people, you know what I mean? It kind of sounds upsetting in a way now that I look at it that way. But, you know what I mean? And a lot of people say to me, are you ever going to play anything that's like pre sort of 2004? And it's like, well, I can. And I've tried recently too, guys. But holy crap, FIFA 2003 and 2004 are horrible. Jesus Christ, I thought they were pretty good. But no, it's not the way I remember FIFA 2004 at all. Jesus. But I'll talk about that later. And yeah, guys, I guess that's where, you know what I mean? Originally, it was just going to be a silly channel playing whatever, and then it's turned into a football channel, and now it's like, you know what? It has some meaning to it. You know what I mean? It does have a little bit of meaning to it. You know what I mean? I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to play a few football games and whatnot. But that's what it means to me, guys. You know what I mean? It's because I didn't get into football until around 2004. I mean, I remember buying the Euro 2004 game. It was sort of like early-ish 2004. That's when I started to get into it all. And it sort of built and built and built from there. And that's pretty much why you don't see anything earlier than 2004 on the channel, guys. And that's why I'm really going to try and expand this channel eventually. I really want to start looking at new... And you've seen it on my channel just recently. I've been exploring a few other games and stuff. Not necessarily pre-2004, but I'm trying to sort of force myself into going even further back than 2004. You know what I mean, guys? So... you know, because I don't have any experience, so I can't really do anything about it, but I know that I can if I push myself to it. And when you've got what I've got, guys, when you're trying to cope with depression and you're coping with anxiety, it's kind of difficult to get up some days and do stuff like that. But you know, I'm fighting it, guys, and I think I'm doing pretty well, considering, you know what I mean. I'm a lot happier these days than I was back in 2012, let's put it that. In fact, even before then, I was pretty depressed, I suppose. So yes, guys, that's pretty much it. So I just want to thank you all for watching this long ass video. You know, for those that have actually stuck through this and actually watched the entire thing, really thank you to all the new people that have subbed in that, and hope you stick with us. And you know, there's going to be a lot of games. There's a lot of games to come, guys. You know what I mean? I've got it all planned out. I know what's coming, guys. All right, I know what's coming, and every game you could think of is coming, guys. Every game you can think of, it's all gonna be there, pretty much. You know, one way or another. So yes, that's it. So thank you for watching this. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and share as always. And I will see you guys in another video, another time. Thank you, and take care.